What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you, man, concerning boxing, of course. Mikey Garcia, the man, like he never missed a step. He's back. He did a magnificent, crushing KO of Dahan, and Dahan was out. He was asleep for like 2 minutes. You know, he was on that ground for a long time. You know, and I was starting to get scared. You know, I was thinking of you know, having those Manny Pacquiao flashbacks, you know. But it was a great performance by him. I'm glad to see him back. You know, and Roberto Garcia, you know, his older brother, has really taken time with him. You could tell, you know, there really wasn't any ring rust. You know, he was a little bit more cautious. He was working behind the jab, but you know, nonetheless, you know, he was holding his own, and he did a great performance. A lot of times, you know, when you're out of the ring that long, you know, there's some type of ring rust, but it can clearly show that he was in shape through these last 2 or 3 years. You know, I mean, there's been other fighters that have took that type of layoff, you know, and have came back into the ring and did one hell of a and put on one hell of a performance. You know, like Muhammad Ali and you know, George Foreman, guys like that. But you know, the only thing about Mikey Garcia now, Mikey, where does he go from here? You know, I mean, I would love to see him fight Lomachenko, to be honest with you. You know, I mean, I think that would be a good fight. I don't think that fight could happen right now, but maybe at the end of the year or probably early next year, I would love to see him take on Lomachenko. He wants to go to 140, but no one mentioned Lomachenko's name. I think he should fight Lomachenko. You know, I think he should be challenged. You know, I mean, the best should fight the best, and that's all it should be. You know, you got all these fighters, you know, these big names, and they're like 4 or 5 pounds difference in weight. You know, they can come to some middle ground. You know, that reminds me of Rigondeaux and Lomachenko. That fight should have happened. However, you know, Rigondeaux, I'll get to him here in a second. But Carl Frampton, Mr. Humble, you know, he was beat tonight. He was beat last night. And Leo Santa Cruz, Leo got his revenge. You know, he was more focused. You could tell that he put in a lot of work, you know, and that's what real champions do. You know, he worked behind the jab. He used his jab. And honestly, I thought the first fight was going to go like that. I didn't think that that Carl was going to be able, you know, Mr. Jackal was going to be able to come in with those with those hooks like he was in the first fight. But you can tell Leo Santa Cruz used his height this fight and kept him behind that jab, you know, and he got the better of exchanges, even though Frampton, you know, he had some good power shots in, but they weren't enough. So, and I think Carl anticipated on knocking Leo out, and that wasn't the case, you know. But it's a good fight. I think there should be, there could be, let's say that, there could be a rematch, a rubber match, should I say. But, you know, Leo said that he would give him, you know, like Carl Frampton stated to the commentator, he said that he would give him a third fight and in Ireland, you know, in Belfast. And, you know, we'll see if that fight develops, you know. So I would like to see a third fight because, I mean, they're good dancing partners, let's face it. Their styles, you know, you have a guy like Carl Frampton. Now, he's a boxer. He's a boxer / counterpuncher, right? He uses the ring, you know. And now I re-mentioned Guillermo Rigondeaux. Rigondeaux is a boxer, a pure boxer, counterpuncher, you know, and he was using a lot. If you notice, Carl Frampton, he uses his legs a lot. He uses the ring, you know. Leo Santa Cruz, like a lot of Mexicans, they're not the best at footwork. Not saying they don't have footwork. It's just he's slower on his feet than he is with his hands. He has quick hands, but his feet are slow, you know, just like Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is not a slow fighter, but he doesn't have the best footwork. So both of those guys are avoiding Guillermo Rigondeaux. They both ducked Rigo at the end of the day, you know, and the fight in the belt that Rigo had, they fought for, you know, and, you know, they're talking about fighting each other. Yeah, it would be a very entertaining fight. Leo stated that rigondeaux's boring, you know, and I know what that means. A lot of times that means a code for other things. You know what I mean? I don't think I don't think any of them can handle rigondeaux. I don't think so. That's why they ducked him. So he would really actually be the champ at 122 pounds. You know, I think Rigo should come up to 126. I know he's a small guy, but somebody needs to give him that title shot, you know, because he's getting older. You know, I think he'll be 36 this year. But back to Leo and Carl. Yeah, a third fight should, you know, that could work, you know, but I think Leo Santa Cruz just wants to keep it how it is. What you know what, we'll see. We'll just have to see what happens, what develops between those two fighters. Leo Santa Cruz, I will say this. I mean, he's not a devastating hard puncher, but I could see him going up at least a couple more weight classes, you know. Challenge yourself, you know. So if he doesn't fight Carl Frampton again. But, I mean, it was a very entertaining fight. They went blow for blow. You know, and I would actually like to see it again, you know. But anyway, that's wrapping it up with me with Counterpunch Boxing News, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.